Introducing first, to my left from the Prize City, weighing in at 175 pounds, the Prize, Alec Price! His opponent, to my right, from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 247 pounds,
and what a special attraction on tap here, dancing on thin ice.
This could just as easily have been the main event this evening, Johnny Torres. Impact Wrestling Zone, diehard Eddie Edwards meets Limitless Wrestling. He says that this is his home. The Prize City OG, Alec Price, the pride of East Boston, Massachusetts, kid, right there behind Ruggiero's funeral home.
But Eddie Edwards also claiming Beantown as his home as well.
Absolutely. This is very much new school versus old school. I don't think it gets much more new school versus old school than this. Perhaps maybe later on when Dirty Dango, a true Mainer, is taking on Prestigious in a six-man tag. Oh, by the way, Ace Romero, Anthony Green, they're on Dango's side.
Crazy.
But this is what I'm talking about right here. Collar and elbow tie-up. Eddie Edwards, consummate professional, former Ring of Honor champion, former Ring of Honor tag team champion, well-traveled in Japan through the Noah promotion. Alec Price finally starting to cut his teeth, a little over 5 years in this business. He is very young. He started very early under the tutelage of Bo Douglas, another famed trainer here in the Massachusetts area. And that right there, a little technical wrestling prowess by Alec Price, who can do a little bit of everything. He can wrestle. He can get gritty. He's not afraid to cheat. But I will tell you this, Johnny Torres, a change of heart from these fans. We talked about it at the anniversary show, a little bit of a mixed bag of ovation. Tonight, it was nothing but cheers. It was nothing but emotion from this crowd here in Herman, Maine for Alec Price. And he's going to need that because this is his toughest test yet in Limitless Wrestling.
No doubt about it. Eddie Edwards could potentially chop a hole in the chest of Alec Price here. What a combo!
Beautiful suplex by Eddie Edwards.
Die-hard Eddie Edwards. He's been everywhere you could possibly want to be as a professional wrestler. Only gets better with age. A real fine wine here in New England is die-hard Eddie Edwards.
Hello!
Yahtzee.
Welcome back to Maine, Eddie Edwards. You know that Eddie Edwards spent plenty of time wrestling up here in Maine back in the day.
Absolutely. We remember Mark Moment, the battles with Mark Moment.
Oh my goodness. Mark Moment, ladies and gentlemen. Maine Wrestling Zone.
In attendance tonight.
Is he? Wait a minute.
He's around.
Is he that 400-pound guy? Never mind.
No,
that's not him. All right.
Not him. Eddie Edwards now. Irish whip on the prize. Alec Price. Might have been thinking lariat. Alec Price holding on.
I said it earlier in the car. The beautiful drop kick sending Eddie Edwards to the floor. Alec Price victorious at IWTV 100 last weekend against Rip Bison. He was also victorious in that fatal four-way involving Lee Moriarty at the anniversary show. Catches him though as Eddie Edwards. My goodness.
Might have been trying for the tornado DDT.
Catching a break. Get out of here. Landing on his feet inside the ring. Heads up, Eddie. Not that time.
Unreal.
Listen to this crowd. Herman, Maine, letting Alec Price hear it. And if you're Eddie Edwards, you got to not know what to think here.
Yeah, otherworldly balance from Alec Price on display. He's now in the hot seat here. Springboard, might be thinking emergency. Nope, tornado DDT.
Tornado DDT, Alec Price, cover, 2. Only 2, says Nate Speckman. I got to spend a little bit of extended time just a couple of weekends ago with Alec Price heading to Philadelphia. Let me tell you something about this kid. He wants it. He wants it very bad. Through hell or high water, he's going to get it one way or another. He said he's willing to quite do anything to get to the top. When wrestling went away during the pandemic, he didn't know what to do. He felt lost. So he came here. He traveled the road at Limitless Wrestling, competed against the likes of CJ Cruz, now Mortar. But he took on so many others in that time. And look where it got him. Look where he's going. Only 2.
A murderer's row for Alec Price. JD Drake, Jake something.
Absolutely. And just since coming back here, big beef at Vacation Land Cup. And I said he picked up a win in a fatal four-way with the likes of Lee Moriarty, Nolo Catano, and Brad Cashew. a very good melting pot of competitors, and he's the one that came out on top.
Yeah, getting the props from Lee Moriarty after the contest.
Yes, lest we forget, guys, Limitless Wrestling making up for the time lost in the pandemic. There was no time lost with the road, but we're back next week in Yarmouth. Alec Price, he cannot look forward to next week. He has got a big test right there. Eddie Edwards, another cover. Eddie Edwards has made multiple covers in this contest. He is consummate about it. He wants to win the match. Probably Alec Price, like I said, you cannot look forward to next week. Already announced, Alec Price versus JT Dunn in a #1 contenders bout. That could change, though. If Eddie Edwards can win tonight, who's to say Eddie Edwards doesn't get plugged in next week against JT Dunn?
Or a triple threat even. Who knows?
Perhaps. Oh, no. Thunderous chop from Eddie Edwards.
What a chop on Eddie Edwards. Put a hole in a frying pan.
Eddie Edwards now believing he can pick his spots. Taking his time. And here come the chops in bunches.
We saw Kobashi do this every night in Noah.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Alec Price is in the wrong part of town. Like I said, he's willing to do anything, but that's probably if he has his wits about him, Johnny Torres. And right now, it doesn't look like he has that.
Near a knockout shot with that elbow out of Edwards. Alec Price.
Are you kidding me? Beautiful drop kick from Alec Price. The height that he got it. Gonna high-fived us from where he was.
And the punishment that he's taken up to this point is establishing a new baseline for the resilience and grit of the Prize City OG. And now measuring Eddie Edwards, going corner to corner, climbs up with the knee.
Gonna be a boot perhaps. No, big boot from Alec Price. Taking his time.
Beating off the people.
And you gotta think Alec Price, very busy week.
Emergency!
With that leg drop. Going to that cover. 1, 2, the only 2. I thought he had him. Alec Price has tests in front of him. He just competed against Josh Alexander this past Thursday for Beyond Wrestling, Uncharted Territory. This kid, we talk about Daniel Garcia, the former Limitless Wrestling champion, having a busy schedule. This kid has a busy schedule right now.
No argument here. And his constant demand for the top competition is really paying off. As you hear the love and admiration of Herman coming to life.
Imagine if he hit that grand prize off the top rope. Perhaps that's what he was looking for. And oh, he gets caught. Eddie Edwards, his bread and butter for decades now. Backpack stunner. Right into the cover. This could be it. 2, 3, only 2.
Wow.
I thought he had him. That has been Eddie Edwards' bread and butter for so long now, that backpack stunner.
No doubt. I've seen him put away so many competitors with that. Alec Price still in this one, but for how long?
Say Eddie Edwards, how funny. His longtime partner from the American Wolves, Davey Richards, here next week in Yarmouth, Maine against Big Beef. I was going to say, those two went to war so many times with the likes of Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish in Ring of Honor. 5-star contests everywhere. Eddie Edwards has been doing it alone the past couple of years and has found great success in Impact Wrestling.
Might have been thinking a Tiger Driver, but Alec Price able to put on the brakes.
Double underhook. No. Shoots out. Catches him with that forearm. Alec Price.
Elbow.
Alec Price inviting Eddie Edwards to strike. I would not do that. I don't think that's a good move on the part of Alec Price.
Alec Price demanding a fellow Boston OG check his chin.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
To a Boston's finest. The new generation and the current crop.
He says, I'm the big time bad boy. Oh my goodness.
Price on rubber legs. European
you gotta
uppercut.
give this kid, this scrappy kid from East Boston, credit. He comes from a melting pot.
Oh.
And he's just trying to survive right now.
Staying in the pocket.
Edwards with a chop. And another. Taking the skin perhaps off the chest of Alec Price.
Alec
Catches him with
Price
a
is still
headbutt.
up.
Another chop.
I can't believe he's still standing.
Catches him once again with that forearm.
Takes off.
Oh! Vicious clothesline from Eddie Edwards.
Huge.
There goes the elbow pad.
Might be thinking one more.
It's going to be bone on head if that one landed.
Oh, coming around.
Tilt
Prize
the rope.
possession.
Get them with a prize possession. He's got to cover him. He can have him, Johnny. 2, 3, only 2. Oh, I thought he had him, Johnny Torres. Only 2 from Alec Price.
Alec thought he had it.
Are we seeing it? Is this the Alec Price coming out party? If he can defeat Eddie Edwards, I will change my tune. If he beats Eddie Edwards, he 100% can defeat JT Dunn next week.
Frankly, if he can beat Eddie Edwards, I believe he can beat absolutely anybody under the sun. Might be thinking surprise.
Was it that surprise, as it were, that big brain kick, folks? No other way to describe it. Up goes Eddie. Sends off Price. Big knee to the gut. Forearms again. No.
Tiger suplex.
Beautiful suplex by Eddie Edwards.
Alec
Price lands on his feet.
by sheer momentum.
Oh, that knee lands
Bicycle
flush.
knee.
Could be the grand prize. Oh, no.
Decapitator of a lariat.
Beautiful lariat by Eddie Edwards. Double underhook.
Tiger driver.
Tiger driver by Edwards. This is it. Only 2.
What?
Nate Speckman only got to 2. Look at Alec Price's legs.
This room is shaking.
This room is shaking. Well over 300, well over 350 here tonight in the rafters, in the seats, here in Herman, Maine. Limitless Wrestling is here to stay back in Central Maine.
What a gunfight.
Limitless Wrestling's here to stay in Yarmouth, down in Southern Maine. Limitless Wrestling is taking over New England, Johnny Torres.
The knee pad is coming down for Eddie Edwards.
You already removed the elbow pad. You do not want that to land. Hook him. Kicks out at 2, does Edwards. Oh, that gum just flew out of his mouth. See you later, Wintergreen.
Oh, wanted the prize possession again. German. Whoa.
Kicks him out of that.
Alec
Eddie Edwards.
Price.
There it is.
Surprise.
That's a surprise. You might get him.
What?
Don't even tell me. He got him. Alec Price has defeated Eddie Edwards. Do you believe it, Johnny? How can you not cheer for that kid? You don't have to like his attitude, but you must love his heart.